His final scorecard through 12.
Okay, so Devin Haney versus JOJO Diaz has just finished. We're waiting to hear the results, the judges' results. I've got it 116-112 to Devin Haney. A couple of those rounds could have gone either way because Haney was very, very busy for maybe half the round, and then Diaz came on real strong. I thought Haney controlled the fight overall, but you know, we'll talk more about that later. We're just waiting for the result here. You can probably hear the commentary in the background there. Yeah, I thought I got it 116-112. The guy scoring it for DAZN's got it 117-111 to Haney. I don't see how Haney lost this fight at all. This is going to be a unanimous decision, surely. Big last round for Diaz. He knew he was way behind, needed a knockout, so he went hell for leather and stung Haney. It was the only occasion in the fight when Haney was hurt. Haney was very, very busy throughout the whole fight. I thought he won the first 3 rounds. In the 4th, Diaz came on strong and roughed him up big time, even threw him on the floor at one point. Great corner work from Haney, Haney Sr. or Haney's father, whatever he's called. I don't know his first name, but
for me it wasn't. No, Devin Haney controlled the fight.
Yeah, the antithesis of what we saw last week with Teofimo Lopez Sr. and his farcical corner work. Haney's father was good in the corner. Anyway, let's listen to the result now.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 12 rounds of action here at the MJ Vanguard Ring, we go to the judges' scorecards. Dave Moretti and Max DeLuca, 117-111. Tim Cheatham, 116-112. All 3 for your winner by unanimous decision. And still, the WBC lightweight champion of the world, Devin the Dream Haney.
And the judges got it right, Todd. This is what we saw. It was a competitive fight, but it was a unanimous decision. 117-111 sounds about right.
It's the same scorecard Hispanics had. One judge saw it.
Two lots of 117-111, 116-112. I made it 116-112. So yeah, it was an easy fight to score, to be honest with you. Yeah, well done to Haney. He controlled most of that fight. Diaz just did not throw enough punches. He had little pockets, explosive pockets of activity. No problem for Haney controlling the southpaw opponent. Yeah, there's a decent fight. You know, it wasn't a bad fight.
We'll get George Kambosos on here just
Haney retains his WBC title. Kambosos is the real champ, we all know that, but Haney's got the belt, one of the belts. I think Kambosos is a franchise champ, or Teofimo Lopez was a franchise champ, all that, you know, WBC bullshit. But yeah, alright, it's a good fight. So next up, we're probably going to get Devin Haney against Kambosos in Australia for all the marbles. You know, as far as I'm concerned, Kambosos is the champ. But commentator just mentioned the body work from Haney, and yeah, that was impressive. Haney's variety of punches was very, very impressive. He had every punch in the book. Let's have a listen to what Haney's got to say.
You were looking for. I knew I was fighting a tough competitor. JOJO Diaz makes it hard for any fighter he's been in the ring with. He only had 1 loss. He had a lot of experience, but I went in there and I got the job done. That's all I can say.
You knew JOJO, as you said, was a tough competitor, never been down, says he's never been hurt. What was the game plan coming into this fight?
The game was keeping my bay with my jab and my probes, work my combinations off of it, and that's what I did.
You were landing some thudding shots during that fight, but JOJO just kept coming forward. At what point during that fight did you kind of realize, hey, this guy's not going anywhere?
From the very beginning, I knew that I hit him with some good shots, and he was picking it up as the fight went on. He's a true champion, a 2-time world champion, so he went there and he gave me a good fight.
What kind of adjustments did you have to make during this fight? Towards those middle rounds, it seemed like JoJo was slowly starting to close the distance on you.
Like JoJo said, he said he was going to bring the dog out of me, and that's exactly what he did. I had to bring the dog out, and I had to dog it out to get the win.
You learn a lot from a win over Jorge Linares. What do you take away from a fight like this?
I got to go back and watch the fight. It was a good fight. I know I learned a lot from it, but I just got to go and watch the film and see how I can get better.
We saw in the 10th round against Linares, you got a little bit buzzed, you recovered, survived, went on to win that fight. 12th round against JoJo, looked like he landed a couple of good shots on you. How did you feel in those moments?
He hit me with some good shots, but they say I don't have no chin, but I guess I showed it in this fight.
You think you showed your power in this fight too?
Yeah, definitely. JoJo Diaz, like I said, he was a tough competitor. He kept coming, and I hit him with some big shots to slow him down.
All right, you are carrying one piece of the WBC's 135-pound title. The guy that has the other piece of it, as well as every other major title in the lightweight division, was sitting ringside watching you tonight. What message did you send to him?
Come on, Kambosos, let's do it. For all the belts, the real undisputed, let's do it next.
George says he wants to go to Australia for that fight. Is he okay with that?
I go to Jupiter if I got to.
What do you think about a fight between you and George Kambosos?
I think it's a great fight. It's for all the belts. He went there, he put on a great performance against Teofimo Lopez. I think the fans would love to see it. It will be no more dispute who's the WBC champion. So let's do it next.
How important is it for you to settle that fact, to go full undisputed at that title?
It's very important. 135 is tough for me to make. I only want to make it for the big fights, and that is the biggest fight right now for me in the 135-pound division. So that's what I want to do next.
Congratulations, Devin. Great performance.
I just want to say thank God. Alhamdulillah. It was a tough fight. Thank you to all the fans that came up. All praise to Allah.
All right, I'm going to turn to JoJo Diaz. JoJo, you didn't seem to protest when the scorecards were announced. What did you think of the decision?
I thought it was a good fight. What up, Vegas? Thank you all for coming out and supporting. I really appreciate it, guys. Hope we put on a great show. I'm living my dream. I want to thank everybody for coming out and watching me do what I love to do. Dreams come true as long as you guys put your mind to it. I thought it was a closer fight than what it was. I thought I was dictating the pace and landing some good body shots, but it is what it is. I'm just going to go back to the drawing board to get stronger. This is what I do, man. I want to challenge the best, and if I end up coming short, I'm just going to progress and get better.
You are an excellent body puncher. You're great going to the body. Just didn't seem like during this fight you could get as many of those opportunities. Couldn't get as close to him as you wanted to.
Yeah, I was trying to find my distance and my timing because I knew that he was opening up when he was exchanging with his right hand. So I was trying to time him with my good uppercut to the body. I landed it several times, and then I tried to get it in. But he's a smart fighter. He would go in the clinch, let us break, and then get out again and use his distance, use his range. So he had a good game plan.
It did look like you had a moment in that 12th round where you might have buzzed him a little bit, had an opportunity there, just couldn't finish it.
Nah, I did, man. I felt like I had him hurt, and I had him a little rocked and stunned the last round. The fucking Vaseline got in my eye, so I was trying to freaking clear that up so I could try to, land a clean shot again. But it was blurry, so I didn't want to get caught with a clean shot because he's a very smart defensive counter shot fighter too. So I wanted to make sure that I had my P's and Q's as well.
The second fight, 135 pounds. You said you still want to chase those big fights. What do you want to do next?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to go back to the drawing board, talk to my team, Golden Boy Promotions, MTK, and see what we're going to do next. Like I said, I feel like I belong in there with the best, and I'm going to keep on challenging the best until my career's over.
No question. Thanks, JoJo.
Thank you.
Guys?
So there you go. You heard that. I didn't know JoJo Diaz was an MTK fighter. How about that? They're really branching out, aren't they? Yeah, interestingly, Haney says, hey, I'll go to Jupiter to fight Kambosos. Eddie Hearn was standing behind him nodding. Oh, yeah, we want that fight next. Old Eddie, he's a card. Does he ever go to sleep, Eddie Hearn? He's everywhere, and he's every country. I'm sure they've cloned him and they've got like 6 Eddie Hearns running around. But yeah, this was a good fight. Good performance by Haney. Very, very, very busy. I mean, if I have a criticism, it's that he doesn't seem to have much pop, because this went the distance. He was hitting JoJo flush. JoJo looked a weight division smaller. He was certainly smaller in height and reach. And Haney was punching him, to the body and head with regularity. JoJo spent most of the time with a very high, tight guard. There was an uppercut in the 7th, roughly, I think it was. And that kind of pushed him back on his heels. But most of the time, he was taking the punches fine. But, yeah, yeah, good fight. Good body work from Haney too. He's got every tool in the box except the power. Power's a little bit doubtful. I don't know. Will that come back to haunt him? He's only 23, you know. Maybe he'll get his man strength, pick up a bit more swing. But yeah, what did you think? Did you see it? Did you like it? Yeah, what do you think of it? What did you think of that fight? That was a good fight, you know. I like doing these first reactions videos. I think they're, you know, even though when you watch it again, you notice a lot more. The first reactions are sometimes they're the most telling. And also Ben Davison was in JoJo's corner. I wonder if he'll stick around. But yeah, good fight. Let me know your thoughts at the bottom of the, in the comments section. Please subscribe to the channel. It's Joe Stunner Boxing. Come on, let's build this channel up. Let's get more and more subscribers, more and more of our little community. You know what I mean? And yeah, you take care. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Not a bad weekend's boxing, that. But I'll speak to you soon. Much love.